So this video is sponsored by Pionex, one of the exchanges I use all the time. It's one of the main crypto brokers to Binance, so the volume is very high. The main thing that sets them apart though is that you can use free trading bots, a variety all designed to benefit from different market behaviours, whether that's up, down or sideways. You'll get 20% off all your trading fees for life with my link in the description. And if you join the Telegram, a lot of us already use it, so if you've got questions we can try and help you out.
Hello everybody, welcome back. So a real quick, easy overview of Bitcoin, which should help you, I suppose, recognize that the market is still bullish. What we're looking at here is a descending formation, a descending channel, essentially, is what we're looking at. And these often break to the up most of the time. It's actually a bullish formation. It's one way of looking at a consolidation, really, with some kind of relevance for the support and the resistance. Yeah. So what we're looking at is that we came down yesterday in that mega sort of epic dump. In fact, there was two of them actually. So there was one sort of quite early on, and there was another one shortly after that. So pretty epic stuff going on with Bitcoin with these super mega dumps. It's liquidation central is what we're looking at. So I mean, this is a fine old sell-off straight away. Nice big move up to the top of the trend line. Another massive wick bought straight back up. So everyone's getting liquidated, longs and shorts. It's basically a battle, of the of the bulls and the bears, but they're fighting over your precious futures trades. So I wouldn't be particularly concerned about this. The overall picture is still definitely up, but if we measure this, if we're thinking about how bad could it get if we were to to continue to play this out, and what's the lowest I would be expecting before I would consider it to be a sort of, I suppose, not bear market, but deeper correction before we turn this around. And it would essentially be towards these areas here. So we've got the bottom of the Bollinger Band on the daily, and it's the green 50 exponential, just below 55,000, sort of closing below there. I would start to get a little bit more concerned, because it would be, well, we would be looking to retrace all the way down to our 200 exponential towards the cloud as well in the mid 40s. And to be honest, we shouldn't really be going down there at this stage in the market cycle. The 10 exponential is down here around 53 and moving up every week, so that could be the last line in the sand for any kind of bull reversal, an absolute sort of mega springboard. But closing below there, again, we're going back into the 40s, and that's not really a place for us to be. But again, we can't really talk about that. I mean, at the moment, we have rallied so fast, and everything's looking pretty good. There was one thing that I suppose was not annoying me, but looking a little bit of a problem for a continued large big push up to the 100,000 and beyond dollar move, which is the money flow index. For Bitcoin, it was rallying up so fast, to the point where it already reached the 80 zone here. And me, I like to look at these as the peak of bull runs. We've got 2017 into 18, we've got 2019, and we've got 2020 to 21, which obviously doesn't mark a particular top as far as price is concerned, but it did for momentum and essentially started the problems that took place thereafter. The fact that it wasn't very clear what was going on with Bitcoin, and shortly after that. So to me, that was a top, that was a peak, and it was really. We moved into alt at that point, and then the profit from alt probably just topped Bitcoin up to move it up to this level. So it's very good at finding peaks, I have to say, and I don't want to see the money flow index peaking this fast, at this level. So to cool off for a little bit is fine, and that's what I'd like to see. So if we remain in this descending channel, this could be an opportunity for altcoins, right? So if we have a look over here at the Bitcoin dominance chart, again, we were able to move into a larger Bitcoin position when we were down low. And we were considering, and we still are strongly considering, the fact that this could continue up to the 52 to maybe even 58 while in the bull run. But I always say, as a bit of a disclaimer, let's not underestimate altcoins, and I always underestimate them when the Bitcoin dominance has got lower and lower and lower. I always say that it's time to hedge into Bitcoin, and on occasions I'm right, and I make, it works out well for me. But again, I feel like I might have underestimated altcoins. Now, we've not closed this candle body here, and the weekly is the thing that seems to matter the most on this chart. So we've got supports here, we've got rejections here on the breakdown, a massive rejection here, and then I suppose another rejection here. So it's a simple Bollinger Band strategy on the weekly is what's ended up being the most important thing to look at with the Bitcoin dominance chart. Again, because it's a weekly, I suppose it doesn't appeal to the majority of you, but for me it does, because it's about how am I going to position myself. And I did begin to position myself into some sort of larger altcoin positions last week. Was it last week or was it just a few days ago? I can't remember. But if you're on the Telegram channel, you'll know. You know, I've made it relatively clear what I've been doing. So yeah, I mean, at the moment, it does look as though we're looking for a breakdown on the dominance chart, which means that altcoins will probably outperform Bitcoin. I know, at this stage in the cycle. I know how crazy it sounds. But there's nothing's written in stone. We don't know that as an actual fact yet. But it's worth, for me, taking the risk that that is probably the way it's going to go. And the psychology, I think, of what's going on with altcoins these days is that people want to chase the big gains. They see things with SHIB, they see things with Doji, they see all these other things popping off left, right, and center, and just forget about Bitcoin. And whatever Bitcoin does from this level, you know, it could, you know, do a 100% move. It could do more. But I think for most of us, and looking at the way that it's extended at this stage as well with the money flow index, is that it might be unlikely to expect it to do more than a 100% move at this level without the money flow index or a bit more of a consolidation take place. It doesn't have to happen. Obviously, we could break out and shoot straight back up, but that would be a blow off top, I would say, at that stage. If we did move up to 100 and beyond $1,000, it would already be a blow off top for Bitcoin and possibly the market. So that sort of thing concerns me. I would much rather see us dancing around at these levels here, whether we're at 53 or 65, you know, just dancing around at these levels. A consolidation is very much needed if we want a longer period of upside for the market as a whole. Anyway, I'm in favour of alts in the short term, but I'm also wary that this consolidation, even though it doesn't look much, it does offer significant downsides in the very short term. We've been liquidated a few times, or not me personally, but lots of people have, because the moves have been fast. And we are surfing right this very moment at the centre of the Bollinger Band, so a breakdown from here is likely to bring us back down to the bottom end of this support of the descending channel. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there. It's pretty early over here. And I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.